So if you are an artist or a gallery and you have shows, like say whether you have a show like a one-time night show pop-up or a weekend pop-up or a most traditional galleries have like a 1 month long exhibition in-house. And this is an opportunity for you to really leverage the traffic that is coming into your space. So it's like if somebody comes into your gallery and they walk around the gallery and, experience all the pieces on the wall, 9 times out of 10, they're going to walk up to a label underneath that piece of work and see, or who's the name, how much does it cost, when was it made, like all of the details, right? But let's say galleries start to do this. They say, I'm going to give the name, I'm going to give maybe the dimensions, I'm going to give whether it's mixed media or whatever it is. And then if they want to see the price, like maybe you can even say scan for price. So they'll scan the QR code, it'll take them to a landing page with that specific piece. Most galleries, typically they'll have like a shop where, if they host their exhibition on Squarespace, I've seen a lot of galleries host their website on Squarespace and they'll create product pages for each one of those pieces. Why not have a QR code and then a tracking pixel on that specific product page, meaning that page that somebody would scan if they're interested in a piece, they'll land on it, they'll get tracked. And then over time, like let's say you have 5,000 people walk through your gallery on a given month. And let's say maybe 1,000 of those people scan that QR code of one particular piece. Then that data that accumulates inside of your Meta Business Suite is able to tell you, all right, you have had 1,000 people that express interest in this specific piece because they landed on this page to see the price. And then what you could do is you can set up a retargeting ad. You can say, I want to send maybe 3 days after any time somebody scans this QR code, I want them to see a retargeting ad of this specific artist or this specific piece. And then, if you're like, well, I don't even know what type of content should I do to retarget back to the specific, interested buyer, go to ChatGPT and paint the scenario. So I am a gallery owner and we are going to start putting QR codes on the labels of every single piece that we exhibit inside of a show with the intention of being able to have a tracking pixel live on each individual product page. So that way we can start to accumulate data and have interested buyer, like an interested buyer list of people that have expressed interest in each individual unique piece. So my question is, once we do this and we start to, get this data from these interested buyers, I want to set up a retargeting ad, but I don't know what type of content I should do. Like what should the first retargeting ad be? Give me some ideas, maybe like 5 variations of what that retargeting ad would look like. And then I want you to give me a second retargeting ad. So if somebody, scans this QR code and they showed interest, they're going to see a retargeting ad. Let's say they watch 50% of that video. If it's a video, then they're really interested. So I'm going to say, I'm going to want to retarget them a third time. So I want you to give me some like maybe 5 variations of what that content, that creative, the copy should look like in order to get that potential buyer, interested buyer, increase the likelihood of them converting and purchasing this piece of art or another piece of art from that particular artist. I don't know why I did this. That particular artist. And here we go. That's a powerful strategy, leveraging QR codes and tracking pixels to build a real-time interest map per piece is next level gallery marketing. Here's how it's structured. Okay, phase 1, first retargeting ad. Goal, re-engage viewers who visited a specific artwork page via QR code scan, awareness plus connection. Type short form video or animated still with music under 30 seconds. Variations. 1, the story behind the canvas. Copy. You pause, you felt something, here's a story that stirred you. That's interesting because if somebody scans it, I think it would be cool if you have like the actual piece and then maybe like next to it like a little clip box of the artist talking about the piece. Maybe even like if they have some video like on their phone during the process of creating the piece, it connects the piece to the interested buyer even more because they're like, oh, now I know from the artist's mouth the story behind the piece. And if it resonates with them, the interest is going to go up even more. So 2, collector's insight. Copy. Art chooses its home. Here's why collectors are talking about this piece. That's interesting too, because then it's like, what if you film some footage of reputable, recognizable artists in the community talking about, like, maybe if you have like, you have traditional gallery talks where the artists come and sit down and talk about the piece. What if you have like, artist conversation where you invite other artists that are not in the show, maybe experiencing pieces and talking about it, because some of them, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them will recognize some of the names on the wall. They'll talk about that artist, and then you can even use those clips as kind of like when somebody gives a testimonial. It's like, it's powerful because it's like somebody, a human, talking about this brand and the positive experience that they had with this brand. So that one's really cool too. Number 3, the piece that spoke to you. Copy. It caught your eye for a reason. Revisit. What moved you? Creative, just the art, simple, elegant, slow. That's really cool. I like it because it's like, you know, like they do those really smooth shots on like on social media of like food. If it's like a burger or like a beverage or something, like it's focused on the product. So like you can do some cool shots, animations of the piece, maybe in the gallery, like doing some quick animations, some speed ramps around that. And then it caught your eye for a reason. Revisit what moved you. So the cop, like that can be bold text next to it. And then it's like, oh, cool. That's really cool. Like, yeah, I remember seeing that piece. It's really cool. I like it. You know, even too, like, what if the artist, you know, has prints of that piece? Maybe that interested buyer may not be ready to invest in a $5,000-$10,000 piece, but they're willing to spend $100-$200 on a framed, you know, print of that piece as well. 4, only one in the world. Copy. You saw it, so did others. This original won't wait forever. I don't like, I mean, I understand in marketing the power of like putting a timestamp on thing, or like a, you know, hey, it's gonna run out. But it's like the human mind is so well developed now that it's like they can always tell when somebody's like bullshitting you. Like, you got a timer on your, I know what you're doing, you know? So I wouldn't really do things that are, it's like trying to hurry people up. I think focus on the value, and that will get people more interested in wanting to convert and invest. 5, own the moment. Copy. Not everyone sees what you see. That's why it's yours. Creative, bold, emotionally driven message with a cinematic vibe. Yeah, these are all really great. Phase 2, retargeting ad based on a 50. So like what I mean on based on a 50% viewing of the video. So you can even set up an ad in Facebook where it's like, I want anybody that landed on this video that watched 50% or more of this video to see this ad as well. Because if somebody sees more than 50% of your video, 9 times out of 10, they're interested in whatever it is, the context, the, you know, the artist, whatever, that's the subject of that video. So then when you set up that second retargeting ad, you know, ChatGPT will give you a list of other variations as well. Even if you do like a third retargeting ad, you know, like the goal is like in marketing, it's the phrase that is commonly heard. Take 7 times of experiencing a brand before any action takes place, whether it's purchasing, following, you know, signing up for a newsletter, anything. It takes at least 7 times of interacting or experiencing an ad before any type of act takes place. So the more that somebody sees something that they've already expressed interest in, the higher the probability of them converting, whether it's signing up for your newsletter, whether it's signing up for the artist's newsletter, whether it's them attending the next show. If they go on that artist's Instagram and they find that that artist is going to be in another show and they're like, oh, that one's actually closer to my house, I'm going to go to that one. You know, so it's like all these things are intentional. So these are really good. So I would recommend that. Like I would say, go to ChatGPT, paint the scenario, say what it is you're going to do, and then talk to it like, say, your desired outcome, like what you want to achieve, and then get some ideas on how to get the most out of that opportunity.